Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok tutorial. So today we are going to learn paper 1 English part 5, right? So let us see what we have here. So writing to learn, writing with a sense of purpose, writing meaningfully, different forms of writings, question answers, letters, messages, notices, posters, slogans, labeling of diagrams, pictures, illustrations. So all these are the different forms of what? The different forms of writings. We will learn about them one by one as we go through, right? Now let's see. Uh, Writing to learn is an educational approach that uses writing as a tool to help individuals to acquire and retain knowledge, understand concepts, and explore ideas. Now you see, why do we do writing? We do writing in order to convey something, in order to convey a message, right? We want to say something. So there are different forms of how we express ourselves. It can be in the form of paintings, it can be in the form of sketches, it can be in the form of songs, it can be in the form of feelings, it can be in the form of writings, reading, speaking, right? So it emphasizes the process of writing as means to deepen one's understanding of a subject matter. So these days people, we have messages, chats. So we what do? We just type the message and send it, whatever the message we have for the opposite person, right? But before this, what used to happen is that there used to be a letter writing, very much of letter writing, starting from the school days, right? Boyfriend, girlfriends, everybody, they write letters for their loved ones, right? The family members, they write letters for their loved ones. So this was what used to be, but it does not mean that we are not writing. Even when we type, that is also a form of writing, right? Typing is a form of writing. So here are different forms of examples given, like forms of writing, including question answer formats. So in examination, whenever you are sitting in examination, what do? You write the exam, right? You don't read, you write the exam. Of course there are oral exams also, but then let's take it as writing exams. Then letter writing you have in English, right? Messages, whenever we type messages to our loved ones, it is in the form of writing, right? The notices, whenever the principal puts up the notice in the notice board, so that is also a form of writing. Then posters, whenever we have any general awareness program like Swachh Bharat or World Environment Day or AIDS Day, so what do? We make posters and write slogans, and then we do rallies, right? Yes. And then also in science, as science students understand that when we have to something about, suppose, a structure of human heart, 50% of the work will be done by a diagram, and 50% of the marks will be like we can acquire 50% marks from writing. Suppose the structure and function of human heart has come for 10 marks, then as science students we will draw the diagram for 5 marks, and then we will write the writings for 5 marks, right? Now let's see what we have. Question answer format. Purpose. Writing questions and answers helps students consolidate their understanding of a topic and encourage critical thinking. In a science class, students can write questions about a recent lesson of on photosynthesis and then answer those questions. This process reinforces the comprehension and reinforces skills. Alright. Now, why do the learners write? They write in order to understand that particular concept in a more specific way, in a more critical way, right? So that's why we have a practice of writing, reading the question and writing the answers. Now, letters, I don't think I have to explain it to you much, because letters, we know that we used to write letters to our loved ones before, but it does not mean that we don't write these days. Even we write today, but then only the format has changed. Before we used to write with ink pen, then we started writing with gel pen, then we started writing with ball pen, and now you type the letters, right? We just type it with our hands, fingers, and then we post it or send it. Emails, right? So email is a form of messaging app. So Instagram, WhatsApp, right? These are very famous one, and even the normal message from our mobiles. So it has become a very convenient and easy way that whatever we want to share with our loved ones, we can just share it, right? We can just share it through typing. We do not need to carry pen papers anymore. So that was letters, messages. These messages and letters are quite similar, right? Letter writing allows, now what is the importance of letter writing? So letter writing allows the student to express themselves. What happens? Through letter writing, the students are able to express themselves well. Now let us see notices. Notices, you already know in the notice board what are the different type of notices we get. So there can be different types of notice, right? Creating notices, summarizing. In a notice board, you cannot write long stories. You can just write the important points and make your message clear. Posters I already explained to you. Posters means drawing something on Swachh Bharat, drawing something on natural calamities, drawing something on smoking, drawing something on Earth Day, drawing something on World Environment Day, right? So those are posters. Now slogans. What is slogan? Slogan means save water, save life. So a form of quotation, a form of phrase. This is called slogan. Let's see labeling diagrams and illustrations. So these illustrations and labeling diagram, it is especially it comes for the science students. So that's, I also belong to science background, so that's why I know it very well. So I already told you, right? Suppose if an art student is trying to write for 10 marks, he or she has to write 6 to 7 pages. But if we science students are writing this for the same 10 marks, we will write maybe 2 pages or 3 pages and we will draw the diagram. So 50% of our work will be done by the diagram, right? Expressive writing. Now you see, there are lots of talented people who like to write poems, who like to write dialogues, who like to write short, essays or short dramas or stories or any form of creative writing, right? Songs, lyrics. So these are the different forms of creative writing. Now, creative writing is a broad term that includes various forms of imaginative, yes. Now, creative means what? Creative means you are creating something which does not exist or which never existed before, which means you are the creator. You are creating that particular story or that particular poem or that particular song, right? So you are the creator. Stories. Now, what is a story? A story is a narrative that presents a sequence of events, right? So you know very well what is a story: a short story, a long story, a novel story, a biography, an autobiography, right? So all these are examples of uh, stories. Stories can be like Alice in the Wonderland, right? Alice in Wonderland. So these are the examples of what? These are the examples of stories. Now let us see dialogue. So you watch movies, right? I'm very sure that you watch movies or different type of movies you're watching, and one of the most important or the very nice movie where dialogues are there can be, you can take it as Sholay movie. You have watched Sholay movie, right? That uh, Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra movie. So their dialogues are very hit till today. The people, they speak about those dialogues, right? And you also have watched Three Idiots. So there also you can see or you can watch the dialogues. The writers, the dialogue writers, they are excellent in their creative expression, or they can express what they want to say through dialogues. So you have watched Dabang movie also. So there also you have seen nice dialogue, right? So this is what dialogue writing. Dialogue writing is an example of creative writing. Now essay writing. Essay we all know since our class 8, 9, 10 onwards we started writing essays, right? The teachers, they will give us the topic. Suppose uh, World Environment Day, and then we have to write the essay on it, right? Then drama. We all know drama. Skit. We call it a skit. We call it a mime. We call it a drama. So we present dramas, right, for different programs according to the event. We can, a drama is just like a movie where different characters are there, different moral of the story is there, different dialogues are there, music is there, right? Then the example is given here is Romeo and Juliet. All right. So this was all in this video. Thank you everyone for being connected with Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first Mtet channel, and wishing you all the best for your upcoming Mtet examination 2023. All the best everyone. Thank you.